Turn this and get my video to work.
But just as a reminder for the interviews, you still will have to have, it will still be an agendized meeting.
Yeah.
Because all of you will be present to the interviews.
Sure.
How are you making?
I think more
I like
so the
that.
restaurants because
Thank you.
I didn't need another one, but when I saw it, I was like, these are good.
You're coming on me. I love it.
Thank you.
We can't even get people into videos.
All right, we get on live and Louise is on.
Okay, we're gonna call the meeting to order at 8:34 a.m. Welcome, everyone. In consideration of others and all of our business today, please silence your phones and refrain from speaking unless recognized. We're going to broadcast on Zoom. If you would like to officially speak during public comment, let us know. And again, this is a public meeting for the community of Glendora. We appreciate and respect your participation here this morning. All of us are present except for Crystal.
If she's on her way, she drops off her daughter at 8:30, so I'll be
Okay.
here any second.
All right, well, we'll just say that she's here. Okay. Hi, you do the honors?
Oh, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Everyone face the flag. Put your
Where
right
is
hand-
it? It's over here.
Right hand, put your right hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Play ball. Have you guys seen that movie with the baseball players? They play ball.
It's like every,
Is that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. A league of their own.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
League of Their Own
Yeah.
classic.
Okay, anyway, I'm old, okay.
Oh,
My 40s, in their own.
yeah.
Anyway,
all right, would anyone like to reorder or add to the agenda? No, okay, moving on. We're gonna open the public comment period and invite members of the public to address the legislative body. Speakers are limited to 3 minutes. If you're in attendance, please let us know. If anyone's on Zoom, and yeah, any public comment?
No one on Zoom.
No one's zooming.
Okay,
Anyone here in the audience?
anyone?
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 What happens in the public comment?
You just get up
You
and
can say
say
whatever you
things.
want.
Say what you want. for 30 minutes.
Okay. Closing the public comment period. Okay, do any of the board members have anything that they would like to report outside of committee things?
I did want to talk about the lot situation of the block and the activations. I don't know if you had a chance to talk.
Yes,
Is
it
it on
is.
the agenda?
It is not on the agenda, but
Oh.
I can tell you very quickly, it is the owner of the property
Uh-huh.
that has moved from Arizona, I think, to LA, and is getting more involved in things.
Oh,
And I don't know whether, whether that will really turn into something or not. We can DM him, or email him
yeah.
and let him know if we want to do things.
The property owner reached out to the city, so I am arranging a meeting with them and city staff to talk about what they would like to do.
Okay, great. Could we be involved in that?
Yes, absolutely. So I hope to meet with them in 2 weeks. That's what I proposed.
Okay.
We will keep the bid committee update it and
Wonderful.
slot union where.
Okay.
That's all.
All right, we will invite a report from Joe Cena, the bid manager.
Well, just a quick, some update, or some upcoming events that are village related. We'll have a coffee mixer tomorrow in the village at the chamber, 8 o'clock. We are having a ribbon cutting next week at Crust and Crumble, where they're celebrating their 10-year anniversary as Crust and Crumble. But then there's a 12-year thing in there too, so that's at 10 o'clock. We'd love to have, other village businesses there to celebrate with them. Then not in the village, but it's a great restaurant, Spaghetti Eddie's. We have our lunch on the 13th. Not at 8:30. It's at 11:30, sorry.
Okay.
And then our Women of Business committee or group is having an event at Frisella's, 6 o'clock on the 18th. You can RSVP on the chamber website and purchase ticket to that and get a lot of fun and what are you doing? What is
For the women of business?
what's the activity you're doing?
Well, we were trying to do a scavenger hunt, but I didn't get enough participants. So
No, the other,
we're gonna do a gratitude circle.
credit, that's right.
So we're gonna close, it's our last event of the year.
So we have that, and then we'll also be starting our shop local contest in conjunction with the city's rewards program and everything. So that'll all be starting up here pretty quick. So a ton of other stuff we're doing too. Christmas parade is going to be in December on the second Saturday there, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So just wanted to share that.
Okay, wonderful. All right, moving on to the city update.
Thank you. So speaking of the Shop Local contest, as Joe mentioned, we are going to partner up together. And I just want you guys to know, I'm going to say this till I'm blue in the face. If you don't have your little sticker on the window, please, please, please put your sticker on the window. We're going to advertise 10% for small businesses on Small Business Saturday, which is November 29th. And we are going to, at the council meeting, let everyone know that, look out for these stickers on the business's windows. Of course, you can have as many as you like.
Did you go business to business to drop it off?
I'm sorry?
Did you go or?
Oh, I did, yes, but I can go
Where's the
again.
restaurant mentioned?
Yeah.
It's okay, I'll just take us. If your neighbors don't have them, you wanna stick with us too?
Stick it on the window.
Throw it in their belt.
I have mine. Okay.
Yeah.
Kathy has.
And
Good
then
job, Kathy.
we do have new flyers for our open rewards, just so that everyone knows, we finally put the Glendora logo on it.
Hey, there we go.
Very nice.
Green, not blue. People are gonna get confused.
Yes, but I'm also gonna let everyone know, hopefully we'll have a lot of people watching the council meeting to look out for these and those flyers. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Small Business Saturday, November 29th, 10% for local retailers, for small local retailers and restaurants. And then the average 5% for grocery stores, and then bigger retailers and restaurants. And then we will do some more promotions during the holiday season as it comes up, but I will keep you guys informed. That's pretty much.
Yeah, a couple of updates, in addition to the Shop Local program. At the last bid meeting, there was conversation about better understanding the roles and responsibilities between the bid, the city. So we'll be bringing back that item to the bid in the new year. Let's get to the holidays first to focus on supporting our small businesses. And then the second piece, which is really more of a discussion for the marketing committee probably, is I talked with the Coldwell Baker property owner about putting some sort of window decals. He's interested,
Oh.
so,
Building?
staff suggestion is the bid can think of a design.
What kind of details?
Could be like a Glendora one, which is
Yeah,
like a standard
And
city
I,
one.
I'll leave it up to the bid. So this is probably a better conversation for the marketing committee.
Or beautification.
Beautification, so I just wanted to pass the message on is that he's willing to work with the bid.
Okay, thank you. That's wonderful.
And then just one last thing, to remind me, thank you. It's never too early to start thinking about your budget. How you want to organize that. Because remember, we finalize your budget in February.
Okay. Budget committee.
There we go.
Cool. I got a job.
All right. Thank you for that. All right, Megan.
Okay, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
So we're just coming off the heels of our Halloween trick or treating event. It was on this past Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. I think we had a great turnout. Obviously, it's not a ticketed event. We have really no way of, getting a head count per se, but from boots on the ground, walking around over the past, 4 years of doing this, I would say this was probably the largest turnout we've had. I think that probably had a little bit something to do with the fact that it was a Friday. So it's a lot easier for parents to come take their kiddos and all the things, but great turnout, great feedback. We were able to, implement a few additional items, coloring stations, DJ, to have a little kid dance party area. We did bring back the trains for this year's event. And overall, big success. So thank you to the city, working in conjunction, PD, to help us kind of make it a really smooth and easy transition for all of our vendors and for the guests attending. And then coming up, we're working in conjunction with the city for the stroll, which will be Friday, November 21st, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. So that's pretty much squared away and exciting. We have been incorporating a few more activations. That was some new feedback wise that we get for the stroll is it's, we had a lot of turnout for it, and it's in a relatively confined space. So we have talked about with the city for next year, thinking about possibly being able to expand the borders of the event just a little bit, like we do for Flashback, just a little bit further down south here on Glendora Avenue, adding some fun zone elements to it for the kiddos, holiday themed stuff, in addition to kind of doing our first annual Christmas market for the local big businesses if they're interested in having a pop-up off their business. So we're thinking about that.
What does participation look like right now?
We have 4.
We have that in the marketing committee.
Oh, okay.
I got a whole thing there.
Yeah. And then beyond that, we will have Santa in the Village for the first 3 Saturdays of December till Christmas. Again, in conjunction with the city, Santa's booked, helpers are booked, with carriages.
For 2 nights.
For 2 nights, carriages are for 2 nights, Santa's for the 3. That's really it. You guys.
Thank you. Okay, do we have Louise?
Yep, Louise is on. Can you hear us?
Hi, good morning. I hope everyone can hear me. We had a fun October, actually. Hold on here, let me pull up my numbers. So in October, because of all the activity that's been happening and, with the events and then obviously getting close to the holidays, we had over just under 200,000 views on our content altogether on Instagram. We reached over 16,000 people and, people are responding. I've responded most of all the holiday events Halloween related content that we posted, and I posted that every Friday leading up to the actual event. So just showing people like, hey, this is what it's about. This is what you can expect from the Halloween event. So that content did really well last month in terms of specific businesses that we featured on our feed. That was, from that photo initiative that Matt spearheaded. We featured Kathy's Wishing Well. We featured Pure Soul Boutique, Reformation Refill, Frisella's, Hilltop, Classic Coffee, Crust and Crumble, Glendora Florist, and Ed's Place. I have a calendar going out today, Matt, that I'll send you the link to that gives an idea of like what November is going to look like. But November calendar, Destiny Jewelers, Casey's Barbershop, Ice Cream Shop, Kara's Corner, Drawn to Art, Diplomat, and Larissa Gardens. And then after that, all the photos that we will have and that will be going out are going to be purely ambiance and trending related, i.e. Crust and Crumble's 10-year anniversary. That'll go out because that's something definitely worth celebrating. And then pushing the holiday stroll, putting out reels about that leading up to the 21st.
Louise, have you, since our meeting last week, have you changed anything or done anything different? I know that's an open question, but I've just seen some things on Instagram that I saw some additional sort of co-sponsored posts, and I was just curious whether.
Yeah, we added, so I know, some of the restaurants have been really actively asking to collaborate, and based on what it looks like, I accept it. So, for example, I think Bear Bungalow Glendora, did a collaboration ask, just recapping Halloween walk, I'm getting all the things confused. Just the Halloween event, and then so I accepted that. They asked a couple of times. I also did the Mercantile Collective. They did a really nice Ghouls Night Out. I thought that was really cute, so I accepted that one. Dodgers, of course, because the ice cream shop was doing the Dodgers because they won and they were promoting that hit. So wanted to make sure those made the feed.
Okay. Great, thank you. All right, from here, we'll move on to our consent calendar. And the vote, we're going to take a vote for affirming the minutes from October 2nd and the expenditures for fiscal year 25-26. Can we have a motion to?
One question really quick first. On the expenditures, there's invoices for the Halloween walk. What are we waiting for that? 2 outstanding invoices?
There's 2 that just haven't been paid yet. For this, one photo sponsor from Pure Soul and one event or activity sponsor from the dentist that came in the last week.
Okay, so it's not money we owe, it's people who owe us.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. I'll move to approve the consent calendar. I'll second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Wonderful. Okay. All right, new business. We're going to review the open board position for office number 2 officially, and expiring June 30th of 2027. Mr. Garcia.
Just to kind of go through the procedures, on October 2nd, I received an email from Ronnie, sent to myself, Matt, and Chantel, stating I'd like to resign this seat, opening up a lot of businesses and all that kind of fun stuff. So soon after that, I contacted the city clerk because there's part of the municipal code and everything. There's timing for all this kind of stuff to go into the public. So they published in the Examiner 10/23 and 10/30 the receipt And then I also emailed all bid members that we have emails for, which is quite a few, on the 20th and 30th of the open seat, and that applications are available on the bid's website. After that, I received several calls from different merchants, 3 to be exact. And we received 2 applications, as of yesterday at 5 p.m. One was Stacy Dover from Kaleo, and the other was Katie Fosselman from the ice cream shop. Just wanted to, there was some question with Stacy's because with Kaleo, James is the person on the bid license. Stacy has a business license, but it's not in the village. So checked with city clerk. They said check with city manager or city attorney. And just last night got the response that for the municipal code, you have to have like a bona fide business license in the village, paying the fees, all that kind of stuff. So unless Stacy moved her business license to the village, that she wouldn't really qualify for this, even though James and Chelsea over there, they're saying you should do it, but just really can't. So at this point, we have 1 application from Katie. So at this point, she isn't here, so can't really do anything. I don't think we can appoint someone when they aren't here. But so at this point, I kind of just send it back to you for discussion questions, how you want to proceed, set up an interview time, because that would have to be a scheduled special meeting and everything. And so, yeah, that's what's going on right now.
We have time. I mean, we're breaking for December. So we don't come back till what, January?
Oh.
So if we have next month, we can interview. I think we should get more applicants, more than 1.
Are we meeting in December? I mean,
Yeah, we
December
usually do.
4th, there's nothing going on.
Right, but isn't an off, like an off, schedule, like a meeting that's like, or does it have to be an actual bid meeting to talk about the interviews and who's?
Well, we just would have to schedule it. It could be next week. It
Yeah,
could be
so it's like not right now.
whenever,
But it's an official meeting.
yeah, it would have to be, yes, a public meeting. You could do it the next bid meeting, but it just
January.
or in December.
We don't have one in December, do we?
Well, that's up to you all. If you want to
Yeah, we
cancel.
can make one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to cancel this December. Yeah.
There's usually.
We have a December meeting?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were.
It's usually it's a July.
Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
because that.
Bring her in.
July
We'll line them up. Yeah, okay.
It actually would be the January meeting because that's, New Year's Day is the 1st of January, is a Thursday.
So that's the meeting.
So that's the one that
That's the
we
one.
wouldn't have.
So if we do have a meeting December 4th, I can't be here that day. I'm in Joshua Tree, so I can't be here. How does that work for voting?
Well, but then you would.
Well, you
You wouldn't be
voting
able to
on it.
vote
I
anyways.
wouldn't be able to vote it.
So,
That would be perfect.
yeah. Perfect.
I'll be howling at the moon.
And you won't feel left out because we're gonna be here anyways.
I would say let's bring Katie in and interview her at the December meeting, so and do it then. That would be my recommendation.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, another question, would you like another message going out where you're still accepting applications for another week and we're gonna be bringing everybody in the next board meeting?
Yeah.
Because it's like that hasn't been like decided or anything. Yeah.
I'd say 2 weeks. Give me 2 more weeks and then close it.
Yeah. Sure.
I mean, if they haven't submitted their application yet.
Yeah,
They're probably, well, I mean, that'd be fair.
Then do it for another 2 weeks and then come.
So that'd be the 20th or the 21st. The holidays roll. We're closing at the holidays roll.
And then I would, have you had any communication with Stacy yet?
oh yeah, I've been going back and forth.
You've been going back with her?
Yeah.
I would love to have her be a part of committee stuff.
Oh, yeah, she's been, you know, yeah.
Okay.
She's
Yeah.
been at different, yeah, she's been at the marketing, I've been at that one. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Oh, yeah, definitely a, you know, great addition there.
Yeah, really.
It's just that, unless you moved her license over, it's our opinion, it was that way, but.
She'd have to have an address, right? She'd have to have her license, and she'd have to have a business in the village
Yeah,
and an office.
yeah, and paying a bid fee,
Right,
even if, like, because I mentioned it, like, business, you know, Kaleo's saying, you should do this, you're so active, you're so, but they just can't legally, you know, per the rules. Even if they give her authorization as a manager or something, it's just.
I think these are both excellent, excellent candidates. So I think that'd be great to keep having her involved.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, so do we need to make a motion to have interviews, or are we good?
I would, yeah, let's do that, just to say you want to officially give 2 weeks. And then the interviews will be scheduled for the next bid, agendize the next bid meeting, just so it's all.
Okay.
I move to have applications open for the next 2 weeks and interview all applicants at the next bid meeting.
Excellent suggestion.
I will second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, all right, we're gonna move now to the bid marketing RFP discussion.
Okay, we've kind of talked about this a little bit last month. And then the social media committee, we talked about it a little bit more on kind of what, because there's been a lot of talk about changing and stuff, and then also going into budget season, so yeah, expanding it's going to cost customers, so official process, and so it's kind of what, you know, has been discussed, that, you know, to have a creative community-minded social media manager to grow and engage with Facebook, Instagram audience. I'm not gonna read it all for you, you can read it, but, you know, photography, online, you know, relationship building, dirty Glendora, all that kind of fun stuff. Collaborating with local influencers. Now, a lot of this stuff we're already doing, but it's expanding it and adding a lot more, so that's why we have to kind of go through this. You know, creating, you know, content strategy, calendars, sharing with merchants, so everybody knows who's on first, who's on second, kind of a thing. All the photography and videography we've been talking about, like, you know, wrapping that up with the high quality photos, video shorts, you know, life and events and all that kind of fun stuff. Formatting videos, up performance for social media, and then managing a library so the bid has those for current and future. Posting, engagement, all that kind of fun stuff. Then bigger push on influencers and community outreach to and encouraging bid merchants to tag and all that kind of stuff. So this is kind of the plan for that request. And so just want to bring it back to you if this is what you're looking for, so we can publish it. And
So is this person gonna be kind of a go-between between our events coordinator and our social media person?
well, this is the social media person.
Oh,
you know,
Oh, we're just redefining the job,
yeah,
okay.
it's expanding it quite a bit. And then maybe there's more, and so, and this will put it out there, so it's official RFP. And it's what you all really want to see. So it's official and budgeted.
Good.
Because right now, there's the social media budget, but then there's this other budget that is just there. So it'd be good to kind of put it all together.
It's an opportunity for us to actually get proposals. Because, you know, this is a long history of sort of what we've done with social media as an official position. And I think it started as, it's still something that is relatively small. But the creative part of it is something that I think has been lacking. And so we've got to, we want to expand that part of it so that we're not sort of doing double work, having a social media manager, but then also being having to go out and take pictures and video and all of that stuff for social media. We'd like one person to do all of that. And I think this is a chance to get proposals that have and budgets so that we know, what the actual range is for all of this.
One thing too, to add, website management isn't on here. That's something that the chamber could do if you want, because that's kind of that's not the constant update kind of stuff, keeping, database management, that, the director, that kind of stuff. So that's not in here right now, unless you want it to be. So just wanted to make that note.
They'll still have access to the website to post
sure.
pictures and stuff.
Yeah. But I mean, like the website stuff is, this is the more important part. Yeah. We can keep the website, current.
So we just need a motion to approve this and send it out.
Well, we're sending it out to, where are we sending it out?
We just publish it, so
Like in the local paper or?
Yeah, I think it has to be published sort of officially.
Yeah.
Somewhere, but then we're also going to, there's lots of people who, within our network of contacts, that we'll send this out to and get bids.
I don't think this has to go in the newspaper.
No, typically, you just need to make sure that you get 3
bids.
Oh, yeah, with three very efficient.
It doesn't hurt to post this on the bid website, just so.
Oh, yeah.
that's
Yeah, we'll put it there.
quickly accessible. All motion to approve it.
Just
kidding.
Sorry, in terms of the discussion, the other layer that's not in here is like community management, engaging with other towns, leaving comments, right? And also like the reposting of content. I don't know if that's something that we would want to bake into there as well. So like there's the posting, there's the engagement, but a lot of different agencies or independent contractors will look at every line item as an additional service. So the community management piece and engaging with other people, commenting back on behalf of the village, all that stuff would generally be scoped as something extra. Would we want to add that in here?
Yes.
Okay.
And what would you want it to say other than what it says under influencer and community outreach? What do you want to add there?
Literally the words, it would be in the posting and engagement section, the words, community, sorry, I'm blinking. It's the community engagement piece. It crosses between those two categories. So like influencer community outreach is more aligned with PR. I'm going to reach out to external collaborators to either
produce content exclusively for the village and have it posted, or do collaborative posts or things that like Louise has been accepting. So that's more the PR angle of let me reach out to different people and get them in. But the community, like engagement management from like a commenting, reposting stories, like that needs to go in the post and engagement section.
So it's gonna be commenting, responding to comments,
Whenever we get
engaging.
tagged, reviewing the likes, reviewing the stories, both on Facebook and on Instagram.
Was there a second page to this?
There's
This,
one
this is
previous
the
one.
second page.
Well, I mean, the discussing the jobs, the different jobs. Is it just this stuff that's,
Well, I
or
mean,
was
this
there a
is
second
just-
page that we looked at? Okay,
There
content
is-
strategy calendar, yeah. Marketing video. That's what I was gonna say. I thought there was something in there about community engagement. I didn't see it on this page. Was it on the previous?
We kind of talked with your community one. But,
Okay.
yeah, but to have that, yeah, that's,
Do we need to be very clear about what we want them to submit as part of the bid for this?
yeah.
Like photo samples, video samples, social
Oh, yeah,
channels?
yeah, we do all that stuff.
So are we adding that before we approve?
Yeah, so this you'll have to read. So adding this, adding the, community engagement, answering comments, questions, to add that to your motion.
Say that again.
That was a long motion then, I'm gonna
Is that all
say.
You don't have to say, we could just say, like, if, as an example, if you want to do the motion again, and say, I'll motion with the addition of the line item that,
That Crystal said.
yeah. So we
Is
just
that
need the
all we
motion
need?
to add that.
It's
No
like
pressure.
clarity in that middle line, because it says the monitor comments, messages, tags, so that's the inbound. But then the outbound practice of like looking at viral content and commenting, like that's a really big growth and engagement strategy. And people will have that as an extra piece of the scope. So that's tiny. That's important. Okay.
A motion with Crystal said. To make those changes.
Second. All in favor? Okay. Moving on to our Halloween recap.
Yeah, I know Megan already kind of talked about it, but, it was a great event. A lot of fun stuff.
Is that allowed, by the way,
It was,
as Melissa?
no,
It's somebody at Craft Salon.
Oh, okay.
the studio,
Oh,
129.
Oh, that was the
214.
studio. Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, she's their new stylist.
I took a picture and then she's, no, do it again. Went like that. Okay, so just to recap this, kind of what it cost income wise, that's 9 photo sponsors, 2 activity sponsors. Now, some of this stuff isn't on the financial sector, because it's on the credit card. But just want to, it hasn't actually paid yet. So, expenses turned out, candy was 3,400. I'm glad it's out of my office. Trains 2,400 to the DJ 450. Porta potties went up 1,623, and then printing banners, prizes for the Halloween the costume contest, all that, just over $1,000. Total price $9,008.12. So that's what that turned out to.
How does that correspond with like what we spent last year?
Last year we didn't have
Right.
half that, so it was, I don't have that on right now,
Well, we
but
didn't have the
it's,
trains, we didn't have the DJ.
yeah, it's, probably double. Or little less than double, 40%. Yeah. But adding the DJ, the trains, made it an event, really. People really were commenting on the music.
Yeah,
It was just great, for the $400, it just made the whole thing. And then the step and repeat in the middle of the street with the costume contest, and the backdrop on the stage, being able to take pictures there, so it just made it a complete package.
Do we have, any photographs of like the, photo opportunity things that we set up? Cause I didn't get a chance to
Yeah,
take a
there's,
look at.
I took a bunch myself, like the costume contest, different people are up, the people are taking pictures a lot on the stage.
Cause we didn't have hail bales or anything like that delivered, did we?
No, we didn't
Okay.
have those, yeah. But there was a nice display up on the stage where it was like just backdrops and
Yeah, it
wood
said Halloween
things.
2025,
Yeah.
and then I had a cute little, I could show you, I have a picture of my kid in front of it.
Yeah.
It was cute, and it was, I would say it was probably about 6 feet
Yeah, it was just
by 8
up there.
feet on the
Mhm.
top of the stage. It was a really nice photo op for a lot of kiddos, and,
Yeah, but then
or in front of the step and repeat too.
the step and repeat, they brought the red carpet out, so it looked really nice.
I was just wondering, cause like normally we have like 2 separate kind of like Halloween backgrounds and the hay bales and like stuff like that. So I was just wondering what it was
Yeah.
different this year.
Now you don't have, it was much easier when we used to have the, what do they call them? Not pergolas. What were they?
Oh,
Those structures?
yeah.
But now that we have all the furniture at the bottom, then we just kind of concentrated on just the stage portion of
Yeah.
it. Which I'm happy we didn't remove the furniture because a lot of people ended up
Yeah,
just
it's saturated.
sitting about, taking a break and all that. So actually that kind of worked out. I thought about it.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, there was plenty to do.
And the stations with the coloring stuff, those were really
Yeah,
nice.
plus coloring.
Oh, yeah, coloring, yeah.
Cause I mean, I saw kids just kind of say, like, just gave them an opportunity to like take a break from
Mhm.
everything, which, so that was fantastic.
By standard practice, do we issue a survey after each of these style of events, or is it only select events?
We have, I just haven't done one for this one. Yeah. I mean,
Are we talking about a survey to the businesses or survey to the public?
The businesses.
You want one for this one?
Yeah, I feel like it's just in best practice to solicit the feedback, so we document it, have it for next year.
Mhm. Yeah, we did that last year, is why we come back to all this stuff.
Also,
Yeah.
I
we'll send
mean,
it.
if we could next year, or even for events going forward, we should have like little, maybe public comment stations where people can write like what they want to see at events, or like if they have suggestions for improvement. So that, like we get an idea of like what people are coming for, what they like, what they want. I mean, I think that'd be helpful. Or if we can have something like online, QR code, like,
Yeah,
you
just
know,
be like
tell
a
us what
little-
you think.
A
Or
little poster or something with the
Yeah.
QR code, yeah, that'd be great.
Could that be on social media?
Yeah,
poll or.
Yeah. I
think
mean,
that might be-
usually if we're missing something, people aren't shy to tell me. It's like, why are we doing it? I mean, there was one comment, the trains were busy, so the lines were slow and kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, we could probably have delineators out, add that, but it'd just be another expense.
Yeah.
So but that was really the only comment I heard. But but
Train
the
only
survey
carries
is
like
like,
6 people at a time, so. Yeah.
yeah, it's-
Longer train.
that's all I have for you.
But is there any feedback on like how did your businesses do during that day? And it was that things in the past. Like, it sounds like restaurant was crazy busy all day, but shops,
Retail.
retail.
Yeah, it's a lot of, oh, I'll come back when I don't have any kids.
Yeah.
Then you think about it, it's the practice of trying on clothes, taking time, like, so it makes sense. And that's why, at least from a retail component, there's a lot of figuring out how to effectively market your business. There's so much,
people and make it an experience for them to want to come back.
And
There was a lot of, I didn't even know this existed, I drive by it, this is so cool.
And I do have to tell you, people, like, I still sold candy during the Halloween. walk.
Where candy was given out
Blows
for free.
my mind.
Candy, and my father-in-law ran across to the 99-cent store and just bombed it out, like whatever they had on stock. So
Nice.
I'm not surprised because I feel like there's a lot of people that were panic buying candy too.
Well, no, and
Or
then
just to enjoy.
they would get the free candy at the door and then it would come in and spend money on like the toys,
That's
the
awesome.
candy, you know, that had toys or something specific that they wanted.
That's
So
great.
I'm like, okay, I'm like, free candy, if you want to buy it, that's fine. Like, I'm not gonna complain. But, yeah.
Okay, we need a motion to receive this report. Sure. Okay, can we get a motion to receive and file this report?
I'll make a motion to receive and file the following recap.
I second that.
All in favor?
Alright.
Aye, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Now, under the heading of old business, which technically happened in the past, but I still don't really understand the business and all this, but,
We could just put
committee reports.
All this.
Okay, event and marketing committee updates. And specifically,
I've got our notes in front of us. The last event and marketing committee, there's a chunk of beginning that was still planning the Halloween walk, last minute thing. I don't know if anybody wants details, it's obviously passed. But in the meantime, we were discussing the holiday stroll, distributing holiday market info specifically to bid businesses. As of this point, the bid businesses application timing has closed. And so now we need to transition into soliciting additional market stalls. What we need to do at our next meeting is, and actually before our next meeting, is decide on the buy-in price for outside businesses to try and generate some revenue from additional stalls. And also just processes of acceptance of different types of vendors, but it's really focused on more arts and crafts style vendors, handmade, homemade, small, independent, outside of the businesses that are featured in that space.
I was gonna say the holiday stroll is this month, so this is the last.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like, I have a couple of extra Christmas marketing things filled out from a couple of my store vendors. Just, I mean, I know we don't have them much right now, but we need to get the word out.
That's our duty.
Yeah, I mean,
So moving forward, let's see, we also, at that time, there was a meeting with the city just to make sure that all details were ironed out for the perimeter, the layouts, what we were looking to do in the parking lot space, and also the fun zone that we're planning. So very similar, if anybody attended the flashback, there was like a jumper kind of fun zone for the kids. We're doing something like that with a holiday theme. The carolers are all set, right, Megan? And then we were also just thinking about ways to activate the plaza space to ensure we have enough coverage in different places that are open so that there's more for independent people strolling to do, going into the businesses, but also outside of the businesses, and just kind of capture attention, have a photo moment. What we wanted to do and what I actually started to do independently was pitching the initiatives to the LA Daily News, LA Times, LA Mag for all their event coverage, just to get the mentions for SEO. So I reached out to my contacts, we'll see what comes of it. And then separately, really the focus is just getting that holiday market filled with additional vendors outside of any big businesses. So
do we already have a like Eventbrite up for the holiday stroll?
Yeah.
Already active.
Yeah.
Okay.
and then outside of that, we were talking about a little bit for the holiday stroll as a tester, and then also for Santa in the Village, stationing some signage with a QR code that specifically markets the businesses and any independent activations that they have. If there's specialty menus at the restaurants, maybe there's like specialty holiday fare items. I know like my business is going to be doing a complimentary hot cocoa bar with toppings. So reaching out, and what I was going to do is go business to business and see if anybody had specific plans so that we could build a web link that's essentially like a menu for the holiday stroll people attending to see what's happening, any specific discounts, any specific initiatives, activations, print out some posters, QR code, let people know that that's going on. the idea is not only to give the information, but also to capture, like lead generation information, get an email, get a phone number, at least be familiar with the people that are attending these events to get them into the database. And then, we were talking a little bit about the same thing for Santa in the village, having a QR code station so that if there is a wait for Santa, being able to send people to the local businesses so they see what's available while they wait for their time for Santa to come up. Right, that way it's really, really pushing what's going on at the local businesses during those times.
I do have a question about, the Christmas market and opening up to outside vendors. How much are we charging for the booths? Are we charging for booths? How are we doing this?
That's what we need to decide, you and I,
Your
as the
finance price
committee
for
leads.
outside markets.
And then I would advocate charging and get the revenue in the door, because it's outside businesses wanting the opportunity to market to a core demographic.
Okay, I was gonna say, I know that, Top Billing has an indoor market that they do in their showroom, and I think they charge like $40 for their food space, so that's something to go by. And maybe we do 50 outside.
Under 50.
Yeah, I was under the impression that these are like several $100.
So I'm gonna interject just because this is my birthday. This is our first market. It's
Yeah.
off the beaten path. It's not on an inline space, and 150 for 3 hours, people aren't gonna pay it. I would say start at 50, if that, get their brand out there, but they're not gonna have that foot traffic down that. It's not gonna, trust me, it's not gonna be as predominant for them business-wise, equity-wise, as if that they were on the inline where there's a blockade and there's space on the street. So if we were to move the market from where it's at in the parking lot to the street, absolutely 150 all
Oh, the
day.
market's not in the street.
It's in a parking lot on the side of the
Between
building.
Nelson's and
Village
Hall.
I mean, it still gets exposure, but I agree with that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
off,
okay.
it's kind of, so when.
Sorry, I thought it was in the middle of the street.
That would be great.
You can't.
There's just,
Too many-
there's
too many
too many people. There's rarely enough room to walk, let alone
We unless it's
have
on-
lines and things coming off
Okay,
Unless
booths.
it's coming up.
All right.
I would say 50. I mean, maybe next year, when we like plan it, you guys plan it better and you're like months ahead, we're gonna get the merchant application
Or we
out to the general
expand,
public.
Yeah.
This is our footprint for the city to approve footprint. This is where maybe we blockade the blockade, right? So it's a market in the center and it's a blockade between the two other ends where people are mingling and whatever. You guys can talk about that, but 150 steep for 3 hours. They charge that for Coronado Island and there's thousands of people. So it's kind of like, it is a lot. For the first year, I didn't say do it for free, honestly. This is our first go around. We don't know what the traffic's gonna be there. People are gonna even walk in there. I mean, it's 2 weeks before to ask people to start paying is kind of, I just say let them come in. We only have 4 participating merchants.
I think we do need to have a financial difference. I mean, it's a benefit to be a bid member. You get to participate in this stuff for free.
Yeah.
But I agree with you, a smaller
It's 2
price
weeks
to
ahead.
start. We have a lot of interest. That's the only difference I will say, to your point. I think they can be paid spots for outside businesses only because we won't have trouble filling those outside spots. We have so much interest. I've had so many people email us saying like, hey, we've caught wind of this Christmas market, we want to be part of it, but they're all outside businesses. So it's pretty easy to come back and say, yeah, if you're interested, please submit the application and the fee. And, if they're down with it, great. And if they're not, then that's okay. But I think we do have a decent amount of interest. When we do things like this, it's almost predominantly businesses outside of it that are on it, that want to participate.
Yeah.
And I think hitting them with the $50 fee is not,
How do we?
I mean,
I would-
Is there
I would
anything
go-
a starting point?
I would go.
We could have a market at every event we have downtown, right? Like
If
to
it's-
bring in extra revenue, if we start
Right.
even at 50 or 75, then we don't have to raise it for our next event. Unless it's like a big, like we could do the same thing at the holiday stroke, or not the holiday stroke, like next year for the Halloween, or the wine walk, to be able to bring
Right.
in, like starting point, our smaller
right? Events are $75, our big events are 100.
This is a big event, so,
Yeah.
yeah, I would,
But also,
I would let Crystal and Kathy, you all can decide.
Yeah, we can finalize it. What's the average attendance for this event? Do you know?
Thousands.
Stroll.
Thousands of people, right?
I mean, 11,000 was last year,
Yeah, so I feel
I
like
think you can charge
that
them.
At
$100
least that's
price
what-
point's
or year
appropriate.
before. That's what this cell phone report says.
And then when we do the wine walk,
It seems.
we'll see what the interest is for this, but the wine walk, we could charge more and we could have them.
And I was just gonna say, and I think in the Y walk, we can tap in a little different how we go about it, because I think we really spoke about it last year, kind of that. And, you be even more selective too, making sure the vendors are really like in cohesion with the event. It's predominantly
Yep.
adult event.
Yep.
Right,
Yep.
so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a question, because we've been getting a lot of calls too. But we've been getting also from orthodontists,
There's a good
sleep
question.
center, churches,
Candy, you just ate.
Can they sponsor
to be in the market.
to be in the market?
They
So-
just wanna pass out their info,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, so that's,
I would say I would prefer we have people selling stuff, like.
but if we
Whoa.
don't, if we need spots and they're willing to pay, why are we gonna turn down money?
Is there another,
and then food, coffee bars, I mean, everyone on the sun's been calling.
I mean, it's a huge event.
I think as a restaurant standpoint, we're busy no matter what. Usually on that night, we have 45-minute waits to longer
Yeah.
for our restaurant alone. So I don't even think, I mean, I can only talk for ours, but having other food vendors, it's only gonna help and keep people downtown to wanna stay and make an event rather than like a stop by to do something else, because it's gonna be so busy.
The biggest feedback we had last year was that there wasn't anything to do for the holiday stroll. There wasn't anything to do. The feedback for the wine walk was that there wasn't anything to eat. So, I mean, the holiday stroll, food is, I mean, yeah, it's one more thing that, and we can always have it on the edges. But the sponsorship piece, the advertising, or, I mean, yeah, they want to be a part of the market, but it's really just it's a table, it's a booth, they're not selling anything, so it's not necessarily a market. But I wonder if there's another place for them where we could generate revenue for the orthodontists and the professional services that want to hand out their stuff.
But there might be like a comeback, like my husband's real estate for the 50 splashback, they have a booth. And all they have is a wheel to spin in hopes to like pass that, like that's probably what the orthodontist wants to do. Like, like it's just to bring revenue later, not now.
We just have to have solid policy.
Yeah.
Because I get the complaints from the merchants. If we bring in outside people that are like businesses or similar or competing in any way. So we just have to have that policy. And some are okay with others coming in competing with other merchants, but not theirs. So if we can have that, then we're good.
Given that this is in the context of events, is that something that Kathy and I would spearhead, writing some language for a policy, bringing it back to the bid?
That'll make it easy.
We do need to make some decisions about the holiday stroll now, because
Yeah.
we don't have a whole lot of time to be fussing about it.
I think it's easier if you let people in and get content, get feedback. 'Cause it may not even work. She's right, people may not even veer off that way. It's like, it's dead in the water.
It's very dark too.
It
We're gonna have
is,
to have
but
lights.
if it's something that you do want to continue on, it's a good, because you're right, it is 2 weeks away. It is a good opportunity to just let people in the door and let's just test the waters, get good content for it. Hey, we've finally letting people in, kind of thing, and just roll with it like that.
Yeah.
Because there's things you can do as far as like, you know, we're talking about like the bus plaza, like it's got a lot going on in the middle, but on the outskirts, you could do information tables of people, orthodontist, sleep center,
The
stuff
tree
like
lighting
that.
is there, that is,
Yeah, you can't do
the,
anything in
Can't
the
do
the.
council,
Not that
the
much.
speeches, that place is a madhouse.
And there's also something to be said about people with product. You charge more because they're making money versus an information booth, you can charge a more of a flat fee. But I don't know, my experience, I think you get people in for the first one and
Yeah.
get really good content for it.
And then hopefully we can expand.
You just use it.
I mean, I would recommend filling up craft vendors first. Then we do like sponsor whatever, like the church or orthodontist wants to come in. And then we take on the food.
Are there spots at the south end of the street that we have like 4 or 5 kind of things there that are more informational in
On like
nature?
the stuff where the blockades are here.
You could.
Where does the fire and police trucks go?
Well, they're waiting for us to see what.
To tell them, they're gonna have to go there this year though, because the north end has the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're usually in the.
And the parking lot's gonna have the market.
The parking lot.
So, Again, with possible expansion for next year.
Yeah.
That does open us up a little bit more to like. Really do toll other
But
blocks.
there's also every alley opening
Mhm.
has like 2 or 3 spots where someone could be. So the opening at the south end of the street next to the new salon thing. Okay, there's like 2 or 3 spots there. The other side where Bank of America is, why maybe you're gonna have the bounce houses there or whatever. But
And I know
There's
Southland
spots.
uses their outdoor space for the holiday stroll too.
only as it pertains to their parking space, they don't own the alley. Right?
Right.
So there's 1 or 2 spots there
Uh-huh.
potentially, and on the other side of the street. So you could get 6, 7, 8 different spots for a table booth for professional services, potentially.
The only thing that like is a big thing for me is it doesn't say anything about the market on the market. Like, there's no exposure for the vendors that are even gonna be at the market that are merchants in the village. So that's an opportunity where people aren't even gonna be aware that it's even there. So we can talk about like where we wanna put booths and where we want, but if people don't know about it, like there's nothing about tree lighting and Christmas market. It's just the lighting in the plaza at 6:30, and that's already on social media, by the way, so it's all over Glendora Village. I don't even think it's listed on the banner.
We can change it on social media.
The banner doesn't even have Christmas market, so.
Well, no,
It's a
'cause
new- Yeah.
that's a-
also do a dedicated
yeah.
Christmas market post and say that this is the first time that we're doing it and spotlight.
And we'll do it for next year. I mean, 11,000 people are gonna come to it anyway.
It's,
And-
yeah,
There's gonna be enough
I mean,
foot
we're-
traffic, no
We'll
matter
market
what.
How does everybody feel? Do we have everything we need for this?
Good understanding of how to forward.
it's just charging or not, right? That's
Right,
what
and I think we said, yep, let's charge outside business, like I said, because you want big businesses to have the benefit of being big businesses.
Of course.
I want them to participate because we want them to participate.
Yeah.
More than anything else.
We took the opportunity to do like a Christmas novelty little stamp for the market. So wine glasses and string lights and all that stuff.
You also have to think too, like, if you do kind of go, okay, we're only gonna have this, you want it to look full. Like, you don't want people showing up for a little market and there's like a handful of tables, cause then it's like, you know what I mean? So you have to decide, like, we're just gonna go, we're gonna do it, make it big, or just not, or else it just falls flat.
Well, it sounds like there's enough interest that we can pack out that parking lot. And there's enough professional interest that if there's spaces that need to be filled, we can put them there, or if there's overflow, we can put them around.
And to your point too, we kept the footprint relatively small this
What's
year. I said, and we kept the footprint of the space, it is not like.
Yeah.
Costco size parking lot we're trying to fill luckily.
Yeah.
So, get 10 good booths in there and that looks nice and sufficient.
And it's just something, I mean, anything more than what we've had in the past, which is nothing, is going to be incredible. And we can continue to build on
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we're good there. We'll move on to social media committee updates. And I'll just keep this brief. We talked to Louise about creating more of a calendar, an actual, like a Google calendar for what the businesses were going to be featured. We talked about, thank you, Megan. Bye. We talked about having photography really focus on experience and less about going in and like doing photo shoots for each individual business and featuring them. We do have that content, but we'll continue to use it for ongoing posts. And we talked about the RFP, and yeah, that was I think that was it. Am I missing anything? Any questions?
I think the only question is, like, all good steps in the right direction. What are the levels of access and transparency for the bid board, for the bid businesses, right? Like, do the businesses get access to a content calendar?
That would be the idea, is to make it more transparent, because right now it's not. And businesses are saying, hey, like, why is so-and-so being posted, 3 times this month, but I'm not? And there's already a gap between even who has responded. So there's like, let's just call it 5 or 6 businesses that are very engaged, and then everyone else is very low engagement. So those 5 businesses, they're the ones that get all of the photos. They're the ones that then get posted, and then it feels like they're the only ones that show up on social media. And so, and we're learning what these balances are, but going out and taking pictures and walking business to business and getting photos of the barber shop and the jewelry store, and et cetera, being able to post those, but their engagement is still next to 0. So at some point we have to say, okay, we're gonna focus on the businesses that continue to engage, but at least having a calendar that we can send out to everybody and saying, hey, here's kind of our schedule for the month. This is what we're talking about doing. Make it more transparent.
That makes sense.
And then I think I still have your whole list of all of kind of the things, and we will take steps to start to put those in place.
Now, I have a question. With the social media manager position, that's posted? Not yet.
No.
When are the proposals due? Like, when are the applicants, when are we?
We don't have a time frame for it.
We don't have one.
Okay, are we
I mean, I
opening
would-
it up next year?
I mean, we'll open it up probably
Yeah.
next week,
Yeah.
maybe give it 30 days, or,
Yeah.
because it's gonna have, it's gonna be more than what budget amount is now, so it's gonna have to be.
And I think part of this exercise, Ronnie, is, Louise has done a great job. And I would love to have her participate in the RFP as well. But we have so many people coming to us and say so many, that's hyperbole, but we've had people come to us and say, hey, we think that we can do social media better. Or, hey, we're local and can do this, or my sister does this, or my friend does this, and so I think we just want to give an opportunity to get those bids, get those submissions officially, and sort of see what the costs are involved in the creative side.
Yeah.
Because if my only thing with Louise is that she has not done the photography part of it as well as we would want. She's done video stories and stuff really well, but we really want someone who's going to go out and get all of the content as well, so that that's not a separate thing that we have to do. Moving on to beautification. Kathy, you wanna read this one?
Well, I mean, we didn't really, we talked about the painting and stuff of the electrical boxes and Chantal kind of gave us a idea of, you know, what might be able to take care of and not, but I think we're supposed to be having a walkthrough or something coming up, which is, when is that scheduled for?
Seventeen.
17.
That's right.
Yeah, so we're gonna walk through, we're gonna create a spreadsheet of every single thing that needs to be updated, and then Public Works will get involved in that. We'll see if we can get it under a year. That was the discussion during the meeting, was can we do these things inside of 12 months?
And if, what responsibility falls to
Yeah.
who? Yeah.
Right.
Just so that you know, I won't be available on the 17th.
Okay.
So
That's okay.
let me know.
We'll share the spreadsheet with
Okay.
you, and it's gonna be pretty functional, just going through and taking pictures of everything.
All right. I don't know if there's anything else we want to cover on beautification.
Yes, actually, so, I did some rough designs for banners, but in the process of doing that, came up with a few different options for sort of Glendora Village branding logo things. And I wanted to share it and get a little bit of feedback. Were you able to see it?
I have it.
It's rough at the moment, but the idea is that we'll refine it or come up with other options and then bring it back to the committee and then bring it back to the bid. But I just wanted to sort
Those
of
are so cute.
show it. We have a couple of things here, and yeah, I just want to get feedback. And I think if you can just go quickly to the next slide. These are just sort of banner ideas for winter and fall, with a couple of the different treatments in them, that are pretty simple and really could just sort of change colors, and motifs. And so, yeah, we go back to slide number 1.
Oh, I love it.
So-
Now, did you do these? I love it. Thank you.
So one thing that and this is not a ton of time. But I would like to see how this works with some of the things that I like, even just like the Halloween walk banner or the holiday stroll banner. Like what do things like this look like on those? Because they may or may not fit. Is there anybody have any feedback that help kind of take this to the next step?
In terms of typeface selections, I'm not like super familiar. Are they consistent with the city of Glendora typeface selections?
No.
Completely different. And in terms of making not decisions now at a later date, is there value and authenticity to keeping consistencies with the city, or are we trying to be differentiated?
Those are great questions.
Not ones to answer
Tiffany?
now either. but-
Similar comment to Crystal, so you will want to stay separate from the city. Number 5.
Okay, interesting. All right, that's
I don't think we're gonna go with G Village anyway.
Right,
Gee,
right,
Village.
Oh,
Good.
I mean, in agreement with Crystal, you want to separate yourself from the
Thank
city
you.
and brand.
And then I think it kind of scratches the surface, like I love that you put all these together in so many different formats and different treatments, because it really illuminates like, how do you even critically look at a piece of artwork and really understand how it embodies the spirit of the village, right?
Yeah.
Which is like such a really challenging task to undertake.
Yep.
And thanks for taking the first stab at it. For me, it aligns also with questions about social media and marketing, which is, what is the intended brand image? What is the, like, what is our description of what Glendora Village is intended to be? And I think there's like loose boilerplate language around it, but in understanding that, how then does the design work really embody those values, those principles, those tenets? Like, I see you worked in pick up and drop trees. For me, it's like, how do you make decisions around masculine, feminine, anything in between? And how do you do that collectively as a group?
Yeah, I think it was, and I kind of had some of the city's design vision that was like very craftsman. And so I had kind of the craftsman sort of thing in my head when I was looking at 2 and 4. Because 2, I think the Glendora typeface, is a little bit bolder. Village, it has that kind of like craftsman, cabin kind of feel to it, but it's also, but it has some kind of flair to it. So it's a good balance between masculine and feminine, I guess, for both term. 1 and 3, the village is that has more of a feminine feel to it. So I think aligning with the craftsman kind of feel, 2 and 4 are in there, and I think 4, that typeface, that sort of trade Gothic kind of thing is a little bit more like what the city used to have, if I'm not mistaken. So we can explore more of that, and then trying to get it into some sort of a lockup with iconography. I did notice that what we have with that old, like very, very craftsman sort of the Glendora with the trees coming out of it. That was the old city logo. Is that right?
The village one.
Yeah, this.
So this is the village one.
Okay, but this Glendora with the trees, this Glendora thing, was this part of the city at all before?
That font's been used.
The font's been used?
Yeah, I think that's more tied to the historical aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's a craftsman.
Right, okay. So this is the kind of thing that I want to make sure that, like, if we stuck one of those here, that it would work, and not too.
I love 6. I like the trees.
And between 2 and 4, what do you?
4. 4 and 6.
Crystal?
Ew.
All right, that's helpful. I will, no, it really is, 2, 4, 2, 4. I will, I will take this. I'll take this, do a couple more things and bring it back. First the beautification and then. Thank you for that.
Thank you, that was awesome.
Okay, anything else on this? Closing comments?
Procedurally, do we need to schedule for Chantel's comments our budget committee meeting? Probably, because we don't have a budget committee meeting on the calendar.
Yeah, we could schedule that.
Do we do that now or?
Yeah, we could.
Yes.
Please, so let everybody know.
I would imagine it's a series of budget committee meetings, first to get a download, the next to have a working session, the final to finalize before finalization. Yes. So sometime in November, Callan.
Yeah, if you all were able to meet at, two times or so before our December meeting, then at least you'd be able to give a report in December. We're not going to meet in January. And then February, it starts to get finalized.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
You tell me when we're not on any
which days for you this month, Thursday morning?
That's fine. What, are we-
Next week?
okay,
Does that work for, who else would need to be in that? Would next Thursday morning work for you?
If it's before 11, before 11.
9? 9, Kelly?
that's fine.
13.
That's at the chamber? We meet at-
Sure.
Or where?
We've
We
invited
can meet every
ourselves.
month. if you
Yeah,
want.
we can-
Are you feeding? I'll be there.
Wait, did you say you were doing breakfast? You were trying to do
Like,
breakfast or?
You know, let's
not
make
doing
this the
breakfast?
best committee ever, so.
Breakfast burritos?
If we're gonna do it.
Breakfast tacos?
You can talk about numbers on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair, I wanna be on the committee. I know, everyone's gonna wanna be.
Budget has never been so exciting. All right. We are adjourning this meeting at 9:54, under an hour and a half. Thank you, everyone.
Want these? These two?
Well, those. I got the-
Yeah, but I mean, who's gonna email people about the pay?
You still have the other one.
But now we have to go out. and go.
Remind me.
Well, that's fine, but we need to decide how much it's gonna cost. Oh, we haven't done yet.
Yeah,
Auburn.
I'm sorry, Auburn.
Oh, yes.
That's what we think we're doing, so, but if we're having the events,
I am meeting with social media.
Tuesday.
That's right, thank you.
It's actually a holiday.
What holiday is it?
Better.
That's the most
Tuesday?
important.
Schools are.
Co, yeah,
closed
it's
Monday,
we're in
Tuesday,
Ariel's studio.
uh,
Like, certain stuff.
You've never tried it.
Tuesday's better.